Ready for an epic adventure? Today, we're diving into the thrilling tale of Robinson Crusoe. This is the tale of a man's incredible journey of survival, ingenuity, and self-discovery after being shipwrecked on a desolate island. So, grab your gear, and let's set sail into this timeless classic. In the mid-17th century, in York, England, a tale begins. Meet Robinson Crusoe, a young guy with a big dream of the sea, even though his dad wants him to stick to law. Crusoe's father paints a picture of a comfortable, middle-class existence, free from the wild risks of seafaring adventures. But the call of the ocean is too strong for our young protagonist to ignore. Blinded by wanderlust, Crusoe defies his family and, at the age of 19, embarks on his first sea voyage with a friend. This initial journey is a disaster. A furious storm terrifies him, and for a moment, he vows to return home if he survives. But once the sun shines again, his resolutions melt away like morning mist. The ship is later wrecked in another storm, but Crusoe and the crew are saved. Still, he doesn't go home. Instead, he presses on, his desire for adventure overriding his fear. His next voyage takes him to the coast of Africa, where he finds some success as a merchant. However, his luck runs out when his ship is attacked by pirates. Crusoe is captured and becomes a slave in the Moroccan port of Salé. For 2 long years, he endures this grim existence, dreaming of escape. His chance finally comes during a fishing expedition. He cleverly tricks his Moorish captor, pushing him overboard, and sails away with a young boy named Zuri. After days sea, they are rescued by a Portuguese captain who is incredibly kind. He buys Crusoe's boat and even purchases Zuri's freedom, promising to release him in 10 years if he converts to Christianity. The captain takes Crusoe to Brazil, where our adventurer sees a new opportunity. He buys a sugar plantation and, for a few years, becomes a successful planter. It seems he's finally found the stable life his father wanted for him, but the old restlessness creeps back in. His fellow planters, needing laborers, propose a trip back to Africa to illegally acquire slaves. They offer Crusoe a share in the profits without him having to invest any money, simply for his experience on the coast. Lured by greed and the thrill of another voyage, Crusoe agrees. It's September 1, 1659, a date he would never forget, that he sets sail on this ill-fated expedition. A violent hurricane batters their ship mercilessly. For 12 days, they are at the mercy of the storm, driven far off course. The ship is broken, and the crew sees land, but it's too late. A massive wave crashes over them, washing Crusoe overboard. He fights for his life against the raging surf, and miraculously, he's thrown onto the shore of a seemingly deserted island. He is the sole survivor. Alone, soaked, and terrified, Crusoe spends his first night huddled in a tree, fearing wild beasts. The next morning, he sees the wreckage of his ship lodged on a sandbar not far from the shore. This is his lifeline. Over the next 13 days, he makes numerous trips to the ship, salvaging everything he can: food, tools, guns, gunpowder, sails, and wood. He builds a raft to transport his precious cargo to the island. He knows the ship won't last forever, and he works a Fido's, stripping it bare before another storm comes and swallows it completely. With his salvaged goods, Crusoe begins to build a life. He finds a suitable spot, a small plain with a rock face behind it, and constructs a fortified home. He builds a tent, surrounds it with a strong fence of stakes, and even carves a cave into the rock for storage and shelter. He is a man against nature, and his ingenuity is his greatest weapon. He learns to hunt goats for food, domesticate them for a steady supply of milk and meat, and even grows barley and rice from a few forgotten grains he found. He creates a calendar by cutting a notch into a post every day, so he doesn't lose track of time. He keeps a detailed journal, chronicling his thoughts, his fears, and his small victories. He battles loneliness and despair, finding solace in reading the Bibles he salvaged from the ship. His faith, neglected, becomes a central part of his existence, providing him with strength and a sense of purpose. He learns to make pottery, bake bread, and craft furniture. He's no longer just surviving. He's thriving, transforming this island of despair, as he initially called it, into his own small kingdom. Years pass in this solitary routine. Crusoe has become a master of his domain, a skilled craftsman, and a hardened survivor. We're deep into his journey now, and there are many more twists and turns to come. If you're enjoying this retelling of Robinson Crusoe's incredible story, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel to get more of this story. Your support helps us bring more classic tales to life. Now, back to the island. One day, after more than 15 years of solitude, Crusoe makes a shocking discovery, a single human footprint in the sand that is not his own. Terror grips him. He's not alone. All his carefully constructed peace is shattered. He retreats to his fortress, paranoid and fearful, imagining cannibals and savages. He spends 2 years verbessering his defenses, always on the lookout. His fears are confirmed when he later discovers human bones and a fire pit on a part of the island he rarely visits. He realizes that groups of cannibals from a nearby mainland occasionally visit his island to perform their gruesome rituals. This knowledge fills him with horror and a righteous anger. He plans to ambush them, but he waits, wrestling with his conscience. More years go by. Then, one day, he witnesses a group of cannibals with 2 prisoners. One prisoner is killed, but the other makes a daring escape, running directly towards Crusoe's hideout. Crusoe, seeing his chance, intervenes. He knocks down one pursuer and shoots the other. The rescued man, terrified but grateful, prostrates himself before Crusoe, placing Crusoe's foot on his head in a gesture of submission. Crusoe names him Friday, in honor of the day he saved his life. He begins to teach Friday English and introduces him to his own beliefs. Friday, in turn, becomes a loyal companion and a devoted friend, finally ending Crusoe's decades of crushing loneliness. Friday shares his own story, revealing that he is from a nearby island and that his people were defeated in a battle. Their bond grows strong, and Crusoe's life is forever changed. Later, another group of cannibals arrives, and Crusoe and Friday launch a daring rescue of 2 more prisoners. One turns out to be a Spaniard, and the other is Friday's own father. The island's population has suddenly quadrupled. They all live together, planning a way to build a boat large enough to sail to the mainland. But before they can leave, another ship appears. It's an English ship, but something is wrong. The crew has mutinied, and they brought their captain and 2 loyal crewmen to the island to abandon them. Crusoe, seeing a reflection of his own fate, decides to help. He and Friday, along with the captain, devise a clever plan to retake the ship. They succeed, and the mutiny is quashed. After 28 years, 2 months, and 19 days, Robinson Crusoe finally leaves his island. The captain, eternally grateful, offers him passage back to England. He arrives to find that his parents have long since passed away, but he discovers that his Brazilian plantation has been managed well in his absence, and he has become a wealthy man. Even with his newfound wealth and return to civilization, Crusoe finds he doesn't quite fit in anymore. The call of adventure, it seems, never truly left him. After settling his affairs and marrying, he eventually returns to his island one last time, a king visiting his old kingdom, before embarking on new adventures across the world. And that's the epic tale of Robinson Crusoe. A story of survival, faith, and the unbreakable human spirit. It shows us how a person can overcome the most impossible circumstances with courage and ingenuity. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. If you want to learn how to make stories like this, like and subscribe, and share this with anyone who you think might like it as well. Then, comment down below. Everything is free. We'll see you in the next video.